Stand by for the opening night of the National Television Service.
Right?
Did I tell you how old I was when I discovered that West Virginia was a state? Have I already told you that?
Maybe.
Bro,
Actually
I
feels
was
like
a legal
Chucklehead.
adult. I was 18. I was looking at a U.S. map, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Wait, people aren't just talking. This is like West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
If that song came out 5 years earlier, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Just like, what is this West Virginia? Or I would have just thought they like
so
Western
wrong
Washington.
with East Virginia, huh?
Well,
Why are you...
I think that sincerely is what it was. Like, if you would have given me a multiple choice question, I might have already made this joke. There was North Dakota, South Dakota, North Carolina, South Carolina, or Virginia and West Virginia. Which one of these like doesn't exist? I'd be like West Virginia. Like I would bet the house on the fact that West Virginia is not a state.
Yeah,
and that's dude, I was a legal adult. That's fucking embarrassing. But it's funny. I made a Facebook post.
I feel like
and my grandma.
And I talked about it on Facebook.
I was blown away. I was like, "You guys, have you heard of this fucking place?" And my grandma earnestly commented, "God bless her soul." She was like, "They're known for coal," and I was like, "Thanks, Grandma." She like tried to let me know what their industry was.
She was like, "Oh, boys got an interest in West Virginia." Like, let's not stifle his creativity. Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think. I've had thoughts like that. Like a lot of it for me is like realizing songs are saying a certain thing. And I just can't think of a specific example right now.
Oh. Here's okay.
But it's basically just like, oh, it's the ceiling can't hold us, not the ceiling can't fold us. I thought it was a really weird metaphor, but yeah, that actually totally makes sense in like a more literal way. So I have moments like that all the time.
So you know the John Mulaney bit where he's talking about quicksand and he talks about how he thought that quicksand was going to be a much bigger deal.
Way bigger problem. Yeah.
So I totally should have given you a heads up for spooning this on you, but I want to talk about it right now.
Yeah.
So not quicksand specifically, but I have a couple locked in the chamber of things that you very naively thought were going to be real big problems for you when you were a child. I can go first.
I thought I guess for off the bat, like animal attacks. I feel like as a child, from that SpongeBob episode.
Oh, the gorilla?
I was a little afraid of gorillas until I went to the zoo and I saw them like through the glass. I'm like, oh, they're cute. You know, they're like other animals you see at the zoo. But probably as a kid, I'd say like the start is just like animal attacks. Like you think that there's like this deadly, which I mean, of course, you know, don't play stupid games with animals. You win stupid prizes. But like you thought that like, you know, what is it? Like, that a crocodile's just gonna come up and fucking kill you someday.
In Washington.
Like, yeah, right. It's like, it will if you fuck with it. I mean, again, not in Washington, but just like the odds of running into like a savage animal attack are pretty small unless you're in pretty specific situations. And as a kid, you're just like, oh, I'm competing with them.
Yeah, around here, I think you'd only really have to worry about like a snake.
Snake? I don't think around here. Bear's what I'd say around here. Well, we also don't have a snake big enough to choke you to death, I don't think.
Okay, yes, you're not going to be like venomously bitten or choked, but you're still getting bitten by a fucking snake, you guys. Like, as a child, I think being like attacked in general by any sized or any range of venemousy, I don't know what you said.
We have spiders. Spiders might be the worst.
Spiders are fucked up.
What are the ones that hide in your wood? No, well, maybe wolf spiders.
I'm sorry. I swear to God, I heard wood spiders. What are the ones that hide in the wood? Wood spiders?
I thought you were laughing at hide in your wood. No, I was talking about wolf spiders are scary. I was talking about brown recluses, which is what we have around here. That's will hurt you. Those guys will fuck you up, and that's what makes me like. You want to see what their bites look like?
A brown recluse.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see what their bites look like. Sure. Horrible. Maybe we'll have to censor it out. It'll just be Zach. Play up your reaction for this bite. Oh.
Look at their blurred. Wait, should I put it on
And that's a brown. That's the bite of a brown recluse. You know, that's not a very nice thing to call an introverted black guy. No?
Maybe just keep talking about
Fuck,
spiders.
I'm gonna kill myself. What was that? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, look at this one. Yum.
Oh, that's pus.
No, it's like a boil.
Oh. Jesus.
Why are they why are they all cut like a tomahawk steak? Like, what is that line?
Oh,
Is that
That's
the part
like
they
the
have to cut out?
hospital. They draw. where
Right,
it's
but what's
infected.
the?
Is that where it's going up your artery? Like
It must be,
Oh,
yeah.
Julian, I think you
Oh,
nailed
look
it.
at that one.
Wow.
Yuck.
I mean, honestly, the boil. Here's the thing that's tripping me out is the boils that are filled with pus that have popped because I know how much that must fucking hurt.
I think the pop probably feels good.
Oh no, the pop
All
feels
that
great.
pressure going
It's
away.
the aftermath that feels horrible.
Does it?
Have you ever popped a blister?
Not in a really long time. I don't really
Ooh,
remember.
Look at that one.
Yeah, okay.
Way
I think
better to
I'm
let
good.
a
I think I'm
blister
done.
go unpopped than to pop it yourself. Well, okay, in
Why?
terms of the pain, just because if you put a blister patch over an unpopped blister and you can actually prevent it from popping, then it doesn't expose that raw epidermis underneath. I'm not a fucking doctor.
What's a blister pack? Is it just like a Band-Aid for blisters?
It's like a Band-Aid. They have special Band-Aids now. I don't know if you ever
Ruined my
gotten
day.
like the hydro something. It's basically like a clear Band-Aid that absorbs some of the gunk from your wound. Have you ever gotten, or like those little acne patches that you put on sometimes?
Does it
The
dehydrate a
mighty
certain
patches?
area?
It dehydrates a certain area.
Right,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
those do not eat packets you were gonna munch on. They just shove that over your blister,
And
and
I'm not
like,
the first one to think that was kind of fun to eat the do not eat packet like that.
no, yeah, you're right. It's you and like 9-year-olds. You're
Yeah,
right, Julie.
it's
You're not the first one to think of it.
I mean,
you 9-year-olds and golden retrievers. Congrats. You're
We
in
know
good company.
what's tasty, right?
Dude, anytime, dude, they tell you not to eat. What do they tell you not to eat? Candy, ice cream,
The best shit.
those packets. You think that, dude? People are like, hey, eat your vegetables. No one tells you to eat ice cream.
Give
Those
me the
packets are gonna
candy and
taste
ice
delicious.
cream packets. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
that's what I want. Well, they're even
Some
full
ice
of little
cream's in.
Dippin' Dots. They kind of leave your throat a little
Dude,
dry, but
how
other
good
than
are
that,
Dippin' Dots?
what?
How good are Dippin' Dots?
Dippin' Dots are pretty
fucking
fucking
loved
good.
it. How expensive are Dippin' Dots?
Well, yeah, because it's like
They're
ice cream that's
unreasonably
been, like,
expensive.
treated-
It's fucking ridiculous.
As opposed to soft serve, which costs like 25 cents an ounce. Dippin' Dots cost like $5 an ounce.
ridiculous. It's like half of it's air. It's like buying a bag of chips. But
You're literally
Do you
just
like Dippin' Dots,
dropping
Megan?
dropping soft serve into liquid nitrogen. That's all you're doing.
is that what they're doing?
Yeah, you can make Dippin' Dots really, really easily.
I bet I'd kill myself trying to make.
No, liquid
I
nitrogen.
want to make
won't kill-
one Dippin' Dot. I
Will
want to
you?
make a massive dot, a
That-
singular dot. Can we, Julian, next episode? Can
Well,
we
we're-
make a singular
Zach, we
dip
could
in this weird
actually
dot?
have some games with liquid
How
nitrogen.
much is liquid nitrogen?
Okay, that's a.
On base, we had a Dippin' Dots vending machine. So
That's pretty
that
fucking
was.
sick.
Okay, well,
that
there's-
almost
there's no
makes
way
it all
they,
worth it then.
they just came in like little cups, and you could
Oh,
just buy
they were
'em.
pre-made. Okay, they're just
Yeah.
refrigerated. And
Well, I mean, you can
frozen.
only buy them like at the zoo.
They
That's
melt
all
so
I've
fast.
only
You can
ever
buy
seen
them at the zoo baseball games and 7-Eleven now. One time I spent $40 on Dippin' Dots at a 7-Eleven.
But they don't travel well.
Oh, I had to. Okay, yes, they were a little fucked up. I also sped to get back home and toss them in the freezer. The freezer doesn't even like keep them cold enough though.
No, they need. That's
They're
why I think they're in
colder
that
than 32
freezer
degrees,
because
yeah.
I think that little freezer is
Yeah.
set to be way colder than
It
other
absolutely
freezers.
is because my freezer did not maintain the dot form of my Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, it just
became
becomes
just-
fucking ice cream.
It almost it took on the form of cottage cheese almost. You ever fuck with cottage cheese?
Not a lot.
Me either. I've never eaten cottage cheese. I just assumed that was what cottage
Is it
cheese
Bill
was. Like.
Burr?
No, I don't. I like my cheese solid, not
Who's,
codified.
who's the stand-up comedian who's like in the 90s when we were all trying to be healthy? Yeah, like we thought maybe it's Norm Macdonald, but we thought, you know what's gonna be really healthy is if I eat half a cantaloupe with a big bowl of fucking cheese curds on the sides. and that makes me chuckle.
That's ringing a bell. I can't. Oh, was that you?
That was me. That was
Oh,
my
okay,
button
sorry. Oh, okay, okay.
against the table.
I can't think of who you're talking about. I have heard that before though. You want me to go and do a funny work story?
Yes, but also we should get some liquid nitrogen. It's not that expensive.
I don't. Where do you order it? Online? Do you
I'll find out because that's something that'd be fun to play around
do you
with.
make
some
Dippin' Dots at home?
episode.
How would you? Okay, so what? You just need.
You just need ice
Liquid
cream mix and
nitrogen?
liquid nitrogen. You could even make ice cream with liquid nitrogen. I could do it. It actually is the quickest way to make ice cream. Just no one does
See,
it.
this
because
sounds like
it takes liquid nitrogen.
this is gonna be our version of like deep frying a turkey in the garage and lighting the house on
And then
fire.
just-
yeah.
Although to be fair, liquid nitrogen way less dangerous than an overfull
No,
deep
yeah,
fryer.
I understand. It's the we're gonna like I missed it. Like that's the heat miser version of fucking up your house with cooking. The liquid nitrogen is I can't remember the is his name Jack Frost? No one.
Like the cold miser?
Oh, is that what it is? Just the cold miser?
Who are these misers?
Rudolph the Rain. Rudolph.
Okay,
the
fair
Red-Nosed?
enough. I
My
haven't.
name is Heat Miser.
I haven't seen it from the
Whatever
old like
I
the
touch,
claymation
do-do-do-do.
things.
Is
I
it
didn't.
okay?
I never watched the old claymation.
You've
things.
never okay. Well, it's not going to mean anything. Snow miser. That's what it is. It's not going to mean anything to you. It's very nostalgic for me. We do not have to. Nope.
Well, we can save it for later in the year. We can do a whole review. And we can. I'm not. My opinions aren't as strong.
Well, it's
It's not Christmas time, is how I would feel. Honestly, the biggest thing for me would be like, no, I get excited when I see that. And right now, it's May. I'll be excited for nothing, you know?
this song just pops. That's all. It's a very fun song. The Snow Miser and the Heat Miser. But you should probably watch the whole movie with your parents when you're 10. And then come back to this moment right now, and we could talk about.
Well, there's something. I'd watch it with Lily because Lily likes all those movies a lot better than I do. For me, my Christmas movie was every year Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That was how I tied it together. And I still watch it every year, or even though it's like lost its comedic appeal. Totally. Yeah. No, actually, no. Sometimes it still surprises me. Sometimes I still get a joke, and I'm like, because I only watch it once a year. So sometimes I'm like, huh, nice. I've grown. Didn't get that last year.
Physical comedies I could watch over and over again. Like, have you seen White Chicks?
No, I haven't seen.
You haven't seen White Chicks? Okay. A lot of the humor is very physical. It's kind of like with Borat. Where like part of what's making me laugh is not the punchline, it's the what is happening as the punchline is going on.
Like in Borat, like in the original Borat, when it's him and like that guy fighting naked or something, and it's just like kind of gross. So you just chuckle at it because you're like, oh my god, dude! Like it never loses its appeal in that way.
It's like a video you could watch on replay like 10 times.
Well, it's not even like you could watch it on replay. It's just like. It would still keep your attention because what they're doing is quite shocking.
And absurd.
It's the same thing. I mean, Borat 2 also does a really good job of it. I think Borat, I was talking about Borat 2 is my favorite movie of 2022 of the whole year. It's very, very good to me. Yeah.
I haven't watched a lot of new movies. I used to be an AMC Star member or whatever.
I remember you used to do that.
I used to go to movies all the time just because it was fucking free at that point because you watch so many that it's like you're paying $3 a movie just to go blow some time. But now when I look at like what a movie theater is offering, I'm just not into it as much. So I don't really see
For me, it's because I think it's partly because I just always like that was what I did with my dad is like that was one of our main activities. Go to see a movie together.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So I always have that nostalgia for a movie theater where I just think it's like irreplaceable to me. Like I'm always going. And in fact, that's kind of the metric I use, which is probably why I still have trouble with money. But that's the metric I use to determine whether or not something's worth it. I would pay
more or less.
I would pay $15 for myself to go and enjoy something for 2 hours. So will I get a proportional amount of it? Like like a new iPhone or something like that. Like my opinion, if you are lucky enough to be able to afford it, you should definitely get yourself a new phone instead of trying to save a couple $100s on a refurb. if you're in a position to buy either a $900 phone or a $700 phone and then fuck off and spend $200 somewhere else, get the $900 phone to me. Yeah. Because you're going to be using that thing like 4 hours a day.
Some people would call it a problem,
perfectly.
Julian. Some people would call that not a good thing.
No, I think that's going to be pretty on par for most people our age group.
Oh, okay, sure. But
I mean, I don't actually have my metric. I'm sure. Well, actually, I'm sure I've watched because a lot of the time I leave YouTube on in the background, just playing on my phone.
Oh,
that's
okay,
probably a lot of it.
Yeah.
But my YouTube is definitely my biggest one. Instagram, maybe I do an hour a day. Instagram is bad.
Can I bitch about something really quick?
Bitch.
Do you have YouTube Premium?
Yes.
Okay, so you pay for like $15 a month and you get no ads on YouTube. Fine and dandy. My favorite thing about YouTube Premium is that you can lock your phone
Off your phone
and then still listening to whatever you're listening to, and it saves your phone battery like a motherfucker. Now, my gripe with
what everyone on the internet talks about always wanting is for YouTube to keep playing, and they made you pay for it.
You know what's annoying? TikTok plays when you close the app. Do you ever have that happen? And it's like, shut the fuck up. Like if I'm scrolling through TikTok, just wasting 30 seconds while someone is waiting to come get me. When I lock my phone, that means it's time for me to leave the app.
Is TikTok the short form thing that you get sucked in? Finish up.
Not recently. I fucking hate TikTok recently. But nonetheless, this is a thought from like a year or two ago. But it still bothers me because I just have that thing in my brain that makes me go to that app. But anyways, first gripe, now that I wasn't even thinking about this, it's fucking obnoxious TikTok that you don't shut the fuck up when I turn my phone off. No one is listening to TikTok with their phone off. Yeah. No one's like playing a TikTok, locking their phone, and then going for a stroll. There's no point of it. It's like I have it in my head that they do it on purpose to make it as hard as possible to leave the app. And it's I hate people trying to fuck me, and it feels like they're trying to fuck me. And I despise it. And also, like,
what's that like, Megan?
Haha. And also, every third thing you watch on TikTok is someone trying to push something in the TikTok shop or just an ad. And it's like it's there's no
TikTok's gone a bit downhill. I mean, it's hard to say that it's gone downhill, but yeah, it's gone
TikTok
downhill.
Used to have like, you'd find wild, weird shit on TikTok. You'd be like, bro, look at this person I found.
It used to be the Wild West, and now it's gotten
the TikTok shop ruined TikTok.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing that anyone's ever added to a social media app.
What's the TikTok shop?
Okay, the TikTok shop is...
This is like
this is an ad for the TikTok shop.
This is our sitcom about the TikTok shop. It's like, what's the TikTok shop? And then we go on like a little quest, like us versus the TikTok shop.
The TikTok shop has allowed anyone.
Wait, could you say that 5 more times?
TikTok shop. You want to talk about a word you can't say 5 times? You should read Harry Potter. I'm not.
Okay, no, finish up.
Right,
finish. I'm derailing you too much.
I'm gonna laugh. The TikTok shop has given anyone with. We could do it. You could do it. Anyone with 1,000 followers on TikTok can become an affiliate for anything on the internet by providing a link with a unique URL that gives them a little bit of a kickback. And so everyone and their mother is trying to monetize their fair weather fans.
Can you just have like a little pop-up come in the middle? Like, can this video be attached to a TikTok shop advertisement?
That's the worst thing, is that it's not like a pop-up ad or something you close. It's not like something that plays beforehand. It's like the content itself is an ad. Like, you'll be watching a video that you think is like earnest and interesting, and they'll be like, and if you want this, click on the link below. And it's like, you motherfucker, you're just trying to make money off. Like, do something sincere, and then maybe like every so often throw something at your fan base. But these people aren't like... It's not like an ad on like a YouTube video where it's like, oh, you make badass videos.
It's an ad on a page
for ads. The YouTube video is the ad. And like you scroll past ads to watch videos of people making ads trying to make you go to like a unique URL.
Do you remember?
It's fucking trash. Oh, I haven't even gotten to the thing I want to bitch about. Okay? This is a complete sidebar. Do you want to say what you want to say? Go ahead and say it.
I just remember a time when Hot Pockets was a really big thing on YouTube. Do you remember that? In like
not
late
really, but
2010,
continue.
2011, everyone was plugging fucking Hot. Like I remember
I don't know. I don't
Smosh
remember that.
had a
That's
Hot
wild.
Pockets average. Like Hot Pockets was one of these sponsors that just dove into YouTube, and
Good
they
for
were
them.
like, and you know what? They probably got their money's worth out of it clearly because
Maybe they actually discontinued. Here's another thing I'm pissed off about. Hot Pocket. Bring back the barbecue chicken Hot Pocket. I went to the store to try to buy.
I know, my man. All you had to say was barbecue chicken Hot Pocket. I would have been like Zachary City,
Dude,
baby. Yeah.
It brings me right back to my World of Warcraft days. Somehow it came up. Oh, I was working with this girl, and I don't know. She said, did she say something about me, or did I say something? No, I definitely provoked her. I said that she.
No, you?
I said she looks like her favorite food is spaghetti.
Don't say that to someone, man.
And then she said that I
My
look like
favorite food is spaghetti.
And then she said that I look like my favorite food is Hot Pockets. I was like, you fucker. But either way,
Okay, at least that's fair.
but that made me think about the barbecue chicken Hot Pocket, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get some barbecue chicken Hot Pockets. They don't fucking sell them anymore. I'm very sad.
I have a thing that's like a wild detour. Okay, never mind. No,
Is it more meaningful to do it right now? If it's more meaningful, fucking go for it. My thing isn't that good. I'm just bitching about you. Go for it.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Do it.
Okay, a person who you knew from high school,
Oh,
I
no.
think, died. A person
Okay,
who you knew
continue.
on the football field of high school.
The one.
Yep.
I don't remember her name. What'd she die from?
I think an overdose of some
Wow.
sort.
I don't have that many experiences with her, but the one that I did
The
have, she
ones that
seemed
you
nice.
do have, man.
Shut the fuck up. You're talking about the one that's Cameron has a story about.
Hast du etwas Zeit für mich? Singe ich ein
Are you talking about the girl that played on the football team?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, I'm not talking about the girl who played on the football team. I'm talking about. Oh god! Well, I almost want to cut the whole thing out now because it's a little distasteful.
Oh, you're just saying I'll cut it out.
99 Luftballons.
Oh, she died? Whoa. I don't think I had a thing with her on the football field.
You didn't?
I think you might have heard a wrong story, but anyway.
Must have. You went to Red Robin.
What were you
with her,
doing?
though,
Fucking
right?
the girls on the football field? I don't understand.
No, I don't think I've done anything on a sexual on a football field.
Was it soccer field at that time?
I don't think I've done
man?
anything on a field. I did something in an alleyway with her.
Maybe it was an alley. I feel
You
like,
fucking changed that story,
am I
bro.
not allowed to? Can I say what I remember you saying to me?
I'm probably gonna edit it out, but sure.
Sure, just it's you. I remember you telling. You should probably edit this whole thing out. We're kind of just gawking
Yeah,
at a
just
dead
go, just-
person.
Are you
But-
sure she's dead?
I'm pretty sure because
Wow, that's
one of
really
her
sad.
friends. So I have a friend. If we're
That's
cutting
the
this
reason
whole
I
thing
wouldn't date
out.
her.
One of my
Ihrem Weg zum
and who was
Well, hold on.
kind
First,
of
I want to hear the story.
Or I
What
think-
was the story you thought I?
no, the story was you told me I ate her out on the football field.
Okay, that was in the alleyway.
That was in the alleyway.
I-
Okay.
Maybe I misspoke.
What
I
alleyway?
can't think of.
I feel like you said you ate
What
her
did I
out
do on
under
the
the
football
bleachers.
No, definitely not underneath the bleachers. I don't think I've ever been underneath the bleachers at LDub.
Fair.
Maybe you're crossing two stories. Do you
Well,
know?
then don't
Do you
dig
know
yourself
someone else?
deeper,
Do you know someone? No, I'm not. I've told
No,
you this story.
I know. It's just-
Do you know someone else who's fucked someone under a bleacher?
Yeah, he's only got like 3 stories, so.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Who?
You stop it. Do you, you're a piece of shit. You know that? I hate you.
Yeah.
I guess we just move on, man. That's
Who's
that's
fucked
really
someone under a
sad.
bleacher?
No,
No,
I
you
was
can't-
asking if you know a story of someone else who fucked someone because maybe
Oh.
you're like crossing details. In a football.
Not one of our boys.
Wait. Hold on. There was someone.
No, you also
who-
fucked that spot. That spot in the woods where you hid that recycling thing that you stole. You stole one of those recycling water
I think
bottles.
We took that right home.
with
we put that, No, we
her.
put that in Jesse's. No, I stole it with Jesse. I have photos of me and Jesse stealing.
Oh,
that.
I thought you put it in. I thought you took it with. So here's what I'm remembering.
Okay.
You took it with her and you put it in a spot in the woods. We all went, Lily, Grant, and I included. I remember this. We all went to this spot in the woods to look for it, and it wasn't there anymore.
I took that to my room. That was in my room at my mom's house.
You There was some instance where
Like,
we
was it a
went,
shopping
you know that little, so you know what I'm talking about, where I
We're
would have
talking
talked
about
about that
the
little clearing,
landfill?
that
The
little,
landfill?
probably the landfill, yeah.
Okay,
That little
different-
clearing
different
up
person.
from our high school,
Yes,
right?
that is not a football
Who
field.
was that person?
I don't want to talk about it.
Was it the other one?
I'm not saying this because I'm just embarrassed of that person. It's nothing to do with Megan.
Okay, no, well, I
Megan
mean,
knows
if
all
it's
my
the
deepest,
person
darkest
who you're
secrets.
embarrassed
I just
about-
don't want. I just don't want. No, that's we didn't have sex. that was I thank God.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. Let's just move.
No, it's the one who.
Denkst du vielleicht
Slide?
Wait, it's the one who. No, it's not the one. It's
grad an mich?
the other one. No,
what the
it's
fuck
the
are
one
you talking? Okay, let's stop.
It's the one from.
Yes,
Right,
let's
yeah,
stop.
there we go.
Yes, let's stop.
There we
Stop.
go. We stopped.
We're stopping. I have guys.
I remember.
Okay, we
fuck-
can't. I can't.
Zach,
we can't
fuck
keep
it.
talking. We have to
fuck
like time this. We're here to do a
Okay,
job.
fuck it. Last thing.
I'm gonna have to
And
edit
then
so much of
I
this out.
remember you say.
No, stop. Whatever you're gonna say, I'm too embarrassed.
No. It's
I'm
funny.
too
It's me
embarrassed.
too. It's
Oh,
me too.
no.
I would.
Ich ein Lied für dich von 99 Luftballons.
Friend.
Wait, what? Okay.
I was
Fine
showing you
enough.
that, and
Okay.
you said you told me this about
Oh,
that other
no.
person, and you were like,
Das sowas.
and I was like, I'm good.
Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. I
You
swear
guys
to
are
God.
terrible. You're like,
We were
This-
in eighth grade.
This is junior.
you should.
I don't do it now. I'm an
Don't say-
adult now.
You fucking idiot. Let's say we were being shitheads. You're also a shithead.
With each other.
Get out there. What are you? Okay, Megan. You can call us shitheads. You can't come at us for that. Okay, we.
Oh God, really?
No, I mean, but. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
Turn it off. Is that gone?
No. I mean,
No,
I'm gonna.
we're still-
I think there's gonna be a funny way to blurt that out to show just enough for it to be funny, but also not make us
Zach,
look
I
like
think
pieces
it's
of
funny
shit.
if you do a bunch of hard cuts. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cut this out. Blank. Okay, cut this out. Blank. Did you hear about beep? So football field? Was that another beep?
No. Oh, I'm
In
sorry,
8th
Chucky.
grade, I would beep.
Remember that time we were being? okay, now,
Okay, last time. Do you remember the time we were?
No, we're not. You shut the fuck up. We're not. No, I say fucked up things to my friends. You guys, you've already heard this. I don't want to relive it. I do not want to relive this experience. I have said also horrible. I've said other fucked up things to
I've said
Esau.
horrible things. To be fair, I tend to more often than not say the horrible thing on accident in like a normative kind of way. Zach is at least meaning to be horrible when he leans over to me and says, "Hey,
Stop! Stop!
I think I know that.
you don't know." I
You
thought
have
you did.
100% heard that story before. Okay.
He was joking.
There
That was
was-
the end of the conversation.
I need to tell a story to show my growth. Okay. Once again, junior high. This is now a high school story. Okay.
So that
I
was
was at a-
junior high. That was 7th grade when he said that when we didn't know about humanity yet.
I hadn't developed empathy.
Now, I'd also like to be clear. I still knew that it was a bad thing to say. When I,
I knew
heard
it was a bad thing to say.
It hits
I
the
wasn't
ear wrong,
saying,
man.
Hey, I wasn't like, hey, Julian, you know what sounds like a good
Julian-
after school. I wasn't saying that. I was like, hey, you know it might be a shocking thing to make my friend giggle? And then I said it, okay? Okay, moment of growth, okay?
Yeah.
Wait, can I even say this? Like, I'm trying
I
to think of
it's
the blurring
very
out.
funny if we have a 30-minute episode that has many, many large
Oh, no, I'm
cuts in
trying
it.
to. I'm trying to think of if this story gives like I'm gonna blurt out some things in the other story. I'm trying to think if this story either gives away too much of that story, or if it's not even that funny.
Just
now that
say
I'm
it.
thinking-
Just say
okay,
it. You ever think
We,
of it?
we,
Just
we, we,
B
we were
minus.
building a firework. we had taken a bunch of sparklers and took like the powder out and put it inside of a bottle, and we tried packing it down and wrapping it up in electrical tape.
I remember you sent me a photo. Yep.
Oh, I probably did, yeah.
Spark flares the ignition, magnesium for ignition, very, very chemical.
And then for some reason, it was like after a football game, there's like a bunch of us that ended up at a Jack in the Box. And I was like, hey guys, I have this thing I want to go blow up. You want to come? Nonetheless, we went to a park. We went to, actually, I'll just say the name of it. And we tried lighting it, and it wouldn't. Nothing was happening. So we were all just sitting on a park bench. And then these two guys started, like the one guy. Okay, I'm not even gonna say that name. One guy started. And I was like, oh, cool. And then another guy like saw that he was doing that and thought, oh, I'm gonna one up him, and started showing me.
I know who the guy who wanted to one up him was.
Yes, you do. And he started coming over, and I'll have you know,
was the first guy not a guy who who most people would maybe typically expect to be sharing that information.
The first
with
one,
you?
yes.
Got you.
Got
Okay,
you.
I know who they both are.
And I'll have you know, Megan, I was uncomfortable with it. Now, did I look? No, what the fuck? I was in a park with like 5 dudes. Was I uncomfortable? Yes.
So yes.
No, what's the point?
Megan,
Literally, what is
I
the
did
point?
not do it this time. I was a victim.
I'm so sorry, dude.
I was a victim in their crime.
Well, I remember the same guy, the braggart.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He did the same thing, and while we were at McDonald's, we were all chilling out together. And he's like, "I got this," and then
He talks about it like it's a cheat code in like a video or like.
he talks about it. He's like bragging about it. He's like, "I got." Never him though. Like,
Oh God, he said that.
No. It's not like he never said that, but the vibe was very tinted. Like the most you could ever do is. I guess that's 2024. Me coming at that from you can. That's not what it's about. It's about love. So
Finish your story.
finish your story.
I don't even know what story are you talking about.
You were uncomfortable. You were on a part.
Oh,
that was it.
no, that was the
was the end
story.
of the
It was
story.
that they started competing
The
to like
firework
who
doesn't-
could.
The end of this story.
The story was who could. And I was uncomfortable and didn't participate.
Zach, you did.
But with my eyes.
You did introduce a Chekhov's firework into the discussion that went undetonated.
That did scare me. I legit didn't know what to do. I was like, do we leave it? Do we like?
Do we call the bomb squad?
We were throwing rocks at it, like, because like at what point do you decide that it's safe to approach
What are you,
the
a bunch
bomb?
of cavemen? Like, why did you just...
I was trying to set it off.
With the kinetic energy of a rock
Julian,
hitting
I
it?
don't know. I don't know how to make a bomb. I'm sorry that I'm not like a genius.
You need an oxidizer.
I
No,
think
there's
it
actually
wasn't
already an
packed enough.
oxidizer in black powder, so you're fine.
I don't fucking know, dude.
That's
I
what
just saw a YouTube video.
Wait, what? Now, I thought you were gonna explain what you said to your friends as, because I thought I heard it.
Oh, no, that was a different story,
Oh,
and I
that's a
said that,
different
and we
story.
moved
He said it. I
away
just
from that.
screamed.
Megan, did you hear what I said?
I think I
That
did.
you
Yeah, we'll
heard
talk
it.
about it
I
later.
hope I
We'll talk about it
didn't.
later.
No, Megan, you
Did I
heard...
hear him right?
You heard
Probably.
You heard me right.
Ugh.
It wasn't...
It was an thing to say. That is an
It's
accurate
horrible.
response. It is horrible. It is horrible. I wish I hadn't said it.
The
I was
worst
an
part is,
edgelord and being a
Zach-
shithead.
Zach, the worst
I
part
apologize
is-
to women everywhere.
The worst part is, in my memory, this
No,
memory
can we
fades
stop?
with
Can we
time.
stop? Are you gonna go to the next one? There's
No,
two
no, it's not the next one.
regretful
The
things
worst
I've
part
said
is-
in.
99 Luftballons, ihren Weg.
I'll have you know when I said I respect. When I apologize, when I saw a little smirk on her dirty little face. She's like instead of a class trader, she's a sex trader. That sounds worse. You're not a sex trader. That's like a thing.
That sounds...
Never mind.
That
That's
sounds like
that's
she
a
makes
crime.
trades with...
That's a crime. Yeah, Chucky supports it.
Woo! Chucky! What we're even talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Fuck let's go back to that YouTube thing I was gonna bitch about. Can we go back to that
Okay,
earnest
yeah,
conversation?
let's go to that.
How did we get here? Oh, now I really want to know. She actually died?
From what I've heard, yeah. So
Wow,
it's
that's really
either she
sad.
died or she was so. And again, I feel like we
And
really
she had a
shouldn't
kid,
keep
didn't she
in
have a
any of
kid?
this gawking about her dying. But regardless, it's-
What, me saying that it's horrible?
No, not that it's not that it's bad.
we have not laughed at her dying.
No, we
I've
haven't.
been shocked.
It's not about a PC thing. It's genuinely like I feel like it's inherently us using it for content. But neither here nor there. It is very sad.
No, we don't. We have a whiteboard of ideas.
I
That
heard
was
about
not
it
on
in
the
a
idea.
sad
It
context, and
randomly
my
came up.
primary contact for her would have been you, in terms of person
really
who would have
sad.
known her the most. Yeah. So YouTube.
It makes me sad because Oh, whatever. It's a weird conversation to have. I'm not gonna have it. But that anytime someone dies is sad. Okay, Christ, Megan. What the fuck?
This is
First of all,
yes,
unmute your
Megan.
mic. First of all, you have to say shit like that into the mic because
it's
that would have been
very funny,
hilarious.
Megan.
That would have been
Could you repeat that into the microphone,
dead
please?
silent, and then my girlfriend asks.
Did you eat her out?
Yes, but the reason. Okay, okay. If you're gonna ask that, then I'm just gonna say, woo, woo. He's getting stoned. He's trying to high five me. He's like, you got puss when you were 16, bro. Let's go. Okay, no. The reason it makes me sad is because I didn't want to date her back then because she was really into drugs, and so it's just sad to see that. Keep getting worse and worse until she eventually overdoses in her mid-20s with their kid.
When you've started
fuck.
at a place where you can't really make human decisions, it's the same thing as when people are like, oh, you're going to let a decision you made at 16 ruin your whole life. And it's like, well, I mean, that one did. It's sad because the context in which I said it when I say we all make mistakes as kids sound bad, but it's like, we all do things when we're 16, non-assault things that are regrettable, that are just
Why add that, bro?
Well, because when I say the context of the term, we all do messed up things when you were young, has this conservative, you don't get that? You don't get
I just
that?
feel like it
boys
sounds-
will be boys. You don't,
Okay.
that's not
Sorry.
what you hear when you hear that?
No, I took it the other way around. I can't fucking remember. I think it was Steven Crowder talking about, he was talking about his divorce, and he said that no one has committed any emotional abuse. Like, he specifically said that, and everyone was like, what about the physical of it?
Bro.
Like, it was like he was skirting the wave a little bit, but anyways, continue. Oh my God.
I forget what I
I don't, dude, we're getting
yeah.
to the age where, people, we actually know dead people. It's actually really sad. I heard about a girl that, I worked with at O'Reilly's that overdosed. Shit like that. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. I haven't had anyone close to me die, but people that you're adjacent to, it is a weird.
I think that's why
it's a weird
people are
mortal
calling
feeling.
it an epidemic, right? Because
Oh
you
my
wouldn't
God, I
have-
have a story. Continue.
Go. No, that's it.
Okay. I have to be careful with my words just to be respectful of business practices. But I was working at a place, and they I was in a vault room, and there was just a pallet of Oxycontons, a pallet of Oxycontons, and I was helping someone. And I looked over, and it was just a pallet with big boxes, and each box had little bottles, and it said Oxycontin. I was like, holy shit! And I looked at the pallet next to it, and it was a pallet of, what's the thing everyone's upset about now? The new drug, fentanyl, just a pallet of fentanyl. I was like, holy shit! I was just blown away. I was like, I found the epidemic. I was like, this is it right here. It was just mind-boggling. It was like walking into
Sorry, we got the radiator leaked while you were repairing your unit. Got a bunch of your stuff wet. Sorry about that.
Well, I actually had a service call to that place because they had a unit dripping onto their stuff, and you can't have anything. It's a very safe place.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, it's like walking into or it's like you ever go to a casino and you see someone behind a counter with just mindlessly counting stacks of hundreds, at a certain point,
Yeah.
I'm sure working
No,
in that
I was in
environment, you
Vegas,
just get
I saw-
numb to it. Yeah,
I saw them opening up the ATMs. I'm
you're just
eyeing it a little
what
bit. I'm like, oh yeah, that's $50,000 that he just put one handful
Yeah.
of into a bag.
And he's just mindlessly it's meaningless to him just because he's used to playing.
that's his job.
Yeah, it's your
now.
job.
Yeah.
To manage these huge quantities. It was like you remember going to Costco for the first time and you see a pallet of mac and cheese or a pallet of barbecue sauce? I saw a pallet of fentanyl. I was like, holy shit, dude. It was a wild thing to see. But
I know you, man. You're taking the barbecue sauce.
well, I mean, I'm not into drugs, and also I value my job. So I'm not nothing's worth risking my job, but
well, nothing
nonetheless,
that you could steal by
experience.
picking it up,
I was like,
almost nothing is worth
holy
your job,
shit.
really. And if it is worth your job, they have a way to get it back. They're not yeah.
And also, I mean,
I work at stores often where you could steal $10,000 worth of stuff in your arms, but they'd want it back. Or if you stole enough where it could set you up, they're gonna get it back from you. They'll send a guy. And if you didn't steal enough stuff, then you just risked your job for a $200 payday or something like that.
I'm not touching this conversation with the 10-foot pole, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go radio silent.
This sounds suspicious. This is suspicious.
No.
This is the posture of internal shrink right here.
No, I'm just. I was already a little uncomfortable even talking about something like that I saw at work, but I think it's fine because it's just a personal experience. I don't think anyone would get mad about it. But I don't want to joke about stealing like a pallet of drugs from a pharmaceutical. You know what I mean?
Well,
I just don't want to touch it.
Different. I guess the reason is I'm joking about stealing directly from my employer,
and
you're joking about stealing.
I'm not joking. I've never joked about that once.
You are not.
I never said that.
Zachary does not joke.
I don't endorse
about
it.
Stealing from people who you are contracted
or
to.
my company. I don't joke about stealing from it. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that it's wild to stand next to a pallet of fentanyl. That's all I've said. That's where my comment begins and ends. This is the one thing that I'm not fucking around with. I like my job. I'm not saying anything to jeopardize it. I'd be fucked if I got fired.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't just be fucked. They'd run a whole on you.
Oh, I have to.
I thought
it was
you were
funny.
Gonna go, I thought it was funny. I took a risk.
No, it was good. It was good. It was very funny. I wish I could leave it in. Now we're on the dice. Here's the thing.
46, and we're cutting 15 of it out. But
well, we're not cut. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Is he upset?
No, he's just getting attention.
Oh.
You should do the flip.
Yeah,
that's a good way to
sure.
transition.
So,
YouTube, you're mad about. Well, you were mad about the TikTok shop, and now we're talking about YouTube.
I'll do it really quick.
Fine, step up.
So this is
What camera
Scott.
should I do? This one?
Probably there. Ready?
Ready, Chucky? Flip, flip. Woo! Good boy.
Hell yeah. It's upside down world for you now, buddy.
We'll just cruise around.
So how long could he fly if he were used to it?
That's a Megan question, dude.
Megan, how long could he fly, do you
He
think?
has flown up. Sorry, I'll talk.
Into the, he's flown up into a very tall tree before.
That's not what he was asking.
Well, how long he could
in
fly?
the wild.
I mean, I guess also examples of how far he has flown are also flown is also good. But,
One time he flew up into a tree. My dad had to climb it.
Do they
to get him
migrate?
down. The African greys? I'm not sure. I know that they hang out in like groups and they are very loud and.
This guy,
He's not too bad.
No, like a group of them.
Oh, okay. They go off.
They're pretty loud.
Yeah. Oh man, that was an exciting,
That was
mortifying 10
action-packed.
minutes.
I'm sorry, none of it's gonna make it into the final cut.
Yo,
Pooh Crafter.
Pooh Crafter, I'll email you you'll know the people.
Pooh Crafter, you'll know the
I'll
people.
send you an unedited
Well, Pooh
copy.
Crafter, you'll be able to say like, "That's not funny, guys. You're farming this. You're farming this for content that only I understand, and that's not ethical of you."
We're playing to our audience.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll say though, I'll bitch
Audience
about,
singular. Yes.
I'll bitch about YouTube and then we can end it. All the whole God, this conversation went so off track. All I was gonna bitch is you pay for YouTube Premium so that you can turn your phone off and listen to things. But then if you subscribe to someone's YouTube membership and they upload a video and you lock your phone, it stops playing. It doesn't work for you can pay to have it work while your phone's locked, but then if you pay twice, it's like a double negative and it doesn't work and it doesn't play when you lock your phone. How ridiculous is that?
That's pretty silly.
It's very silly and very
especially
dumb.
because it's like it only benefits their business to offer that service, and small glitches like that make that
not
service
small, it's
not
huge.
worth it.
Especially, I'm subscribed to a podcast.
Yeah.
So like the point is to be able to lock my phone and listen to
Don't
stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. top. And we all going together.